Yo, that's crazy. This hair on my forehead is hella long. So, I just want to go live real quick because people are saying Black Lives Matter, and Moore's been telling you that we're not black. We're Moors. Now, here's the reason why Black lives don't matter. It's not just the etymological reason that, you know, the definition of black means pale, which you're not. If you look up the definition of Negro in a law book, it'll say a Negro is a black man. Then it'll say a black man is a colored person. Then when you look up the definition of colored, as in color of law and color of title, the word color means fake. So when you claim to be a colored person, which by claiming to be black and claiming to be Negro, you claim to be colored. When you look it up in a law book, it'll say there's no legal technical signification to the phrase colored person, which the courts are bound judicially to know. Now, it's not just because we're using the word. It's, again, Noble Drew talked about those names and principles that delude to slavery. So not only are we clinging to the word black, but we're clinging to those principles. Those same principles are, when they kill us, we're going to march and pray, when that solves nothing. When, you know, I stated before on Instagram, the #1 marcher in prayer, Martin Luther King, told you he marched and prayed you into a burning house, and that these people have no morals. So what makes us dead in law, which is civil litter 2. So again, if you look up colored in a law book, it'll say there's no legal technical signification to the phrase colored person, which the courts are bound judicially to know. That means we're civil litter 2, so we're dead in the eyes of the law, because we don't take the proper action that we're supposed to take. You'll never see the United States in any country murder any national and then those people not do anything. Only civilly dead people stay inactive. That's literally our problem. It's not just that we're calling ourselves black. It's the principles that we cling to associated with that energy, which again is nothing. You know, one of our people will get murdered and then we'll do something on Instagram as if that's gonna solve the fucking problem. Show me where the United States is at right now, these Europeans, and of course us too, because we think we're citizens of the United States and we join their military. Show me one country where the US is at killing their people and they're marching and praying and that's it. You're not gonna see that. You're gonna see them in the street fighting against their oppressor. We're the only people talking about, oh, the so-called white man's the oppressor and the so-called devil, and then we go beg him to change legislation. Show me where in your holy book your God told you to go to the devil and ask him to do something in your favor. That's why black lives don't matter, because we make it not matter. Literally, you kill one of our people, don't worry, we're not going to do anything. That's why our lives don't matter. Go to China, kill a Chinese person, see what happens to you. Chinese lives matter. Go to Germany, kill a German, see what the Germans do to you. They're probably going to either throw you in their jail or kill you. German lives matter. Go to any so-called Muslim country where they got an eye for an eye law, right? So if you steal something, you get your hand chopped off, right? Go to one of their countries, kill one of their nationals, and guess what they're going to do to you? Kill you. Why? Because their lives matter. They're going to take you to their courts. They're not going to go to your court and then have you prosecute yourself and then have you judge yourself. Why? Because their lives matter. What do you mean by that? They're doing shit according to their own laws, their own rules, their own customs. It's called the right to self-determination. We're the only people not doing that. We're determining ourselves by what the Europeans taught us in school. They taught us that we're Negroes. They taught us that we're black. They taught us that we're Hispanic. They taught us that we're Latinos. They taught us that we're descendants of slaves, and then we're clinging to that. Then they taught us that during the so-called civil rights movement, our leaders were marching and praying, and then we're clinging to that. That's what we're doing. We're proving that our lives don't matter. Literally, that's what we're doing. They're not proving it. We're proving it. Here's proof. One of our people died. What do? Burn the Wendy's down. Someone else dies. What do? Throw a brick at a cop car. Hashtag no police were harmed during the during this production. Come on. Literally, you can literally Google. I think it's the I think it's the Afghan Rambo or something like that. This guy is considered a national hero in his homeland. Why? Because he's literally fighting against oppression. Not just talking about it. He didn't die. He's wearing a bulletproof vest, shooting at the enemy like, yo, these people are oppressing you. Alright, this is how we're gonna deal with that. Why? Because their lives fucking matter. Why does it matter? Because they're fucking proving it. They're not, oh, let me burn down a mom and pop shop. Let me go beat up an innocent person that had nothing. Matter of fact, let me go to my community and then destroy it. Instead of going to theirs, to the people that killed me, and then doing shit to their community. Matter of fact, this is proof that we don't think our own lives matter, right? The cop that killed one of our people, European, right? He killed one of our people, murdered. Excuse me, not killed, murdered. What did our people do? They went to his house and started yelling, and that was it. Again, show me one nation of people that does that. Show me one animal where you can just walk up to their jurisdiction, their territory. Show me one panther in the jungle, since our people like the Black Panther movie so much. Show me one panther in the jungle. You can just walk up to his area or her area, murder one of their children, and that panther's not gonna fuck you up. Why? Because panther lives matter. You see how we're the only ones violating fucking nature? See that? And then when people like me exist, that I've been saying, hey, we should start training like last year, everyone got something to say negative against me. Then even some certain people that I was in the military with, so-called black, saying, oh nah, you're turning this into a militant thing. It should be a peaceful protest. How? So you're gonna tell me our people have been marching in the street saying no justice, no peace, and they're gonna peacefully protest? Yet I'm the wrong one for saying, hey, we need to strategize, we need to militarize, we need to actually defend ourselves. How do you... I really think that the way Moors are teaching Moor science, it's as if we stop saying we're black and then we're no longer going to be oppressed. That's not it. Our prophet said the names and principles that delude to slavery. So it's not just the fact that you identify as black and there's certain energy associated with that, and that's not your identity. It's not just that. It's the fact that we are not doing anything. Noble Drew Ali said active, not passive. Posting something on Instagram is passive. And don't say, oh, well, Jamhal, you're doing the same shit. Nah, we're on our way to court right now for a Moor. Why? Because Moor lives fucking matter. We stand with Moors. We don't just say, oh, yeah, good luck in court today and, shit's fine. Nah. You're gonna have to see all of us, right? Anyway, Noble Drew Ali said those names and principles that delude to slavery. We ain't gonna get out of this shit by just saying we're Moors. And if you honestly believe that, then come to my house and fix my door for me. Because police knocked at my door for no reason. And I'm a Moor. And I know I'm a Moor. And they wrote newspaper articles about me as a Moor, as a Grand Sheik, in my free national name, talking about Rise of the Moors organization. So now you tell me that just saying you're not black is going to end all of this shit. And then slap yourself because you're not even honoring chapter 25 that your prophet gave to you. That when your brother or sister is in adversity, forsake them not. Meaning stop saying, well, it's their fault because they identify as black. That is not the fucking solution. Dummy. We are all part of the fucking problem. If you're not training your people to, not just training them to kill someone. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about training them in not only weapon safety, but the principles associated with self-defense. Meaning be the de-escalator, not the escalator. You don't go start in trouble. You de-escalate the situation. And you could de-escalate a situation with one in the fucking chamber. Period. You think that brother would have got his neck stomped on, or kneeled on, excuse me, if there was 10 Moors, sappy plate carriers, level 4 armor, AR rifles, condition 1? No! Are you crazy? No! That is a principle of nationality. Look it up. It's called what? National defense. So all these black people talking about, because remember, May 19th, they were talking about, oh, I love Malcolm X, right? And then all the Moors are like, nah, he's really El-Hajj Malik al-Shabazz. Well, how come you ain't talking about militarizing like he was if you love him so much? Why? Because those are principles that the prophet was talking about. Get rid of those principles that delude to slavery and militarize. Why? Because this is a divine and national movement. The divine is your spirit. The national is your flesh. Literally, it's one and the same. So protect yourself. Period. Don't go out fucking throwing bricks at cop cars. What is that gonna do? Nothing. Why are you burning down Wendy's? What is that gonna do? Nothing. You know what you should do? Go to court. Why? Because they've been throwing our people in jail for victimless crimes for years. Crimes our people didn't even fucking commit. Don't believe me? Go on Netflix. They do fucking documentaries on the shit. So go to those courtrooms and, hey, diversity of citizenship. We're not citizens of the United States. You can't even adjudicate over this issue. Matter of fact, release all of our people that you thrown in jail when you lack jurisdiction. You can literally just look it up. Matter of fact, don't even look it up. Talk to any one of our people that's been to court or that's been to jail. 99% of the time, what I find is that our people just take a deal. Why? Because they're getting fucking screwed and they don't know law. Even if they didn't commit the crime, they're like, yo, I'd rather take 5 years than 25 to life. Even though I didn't do the crime. Instead of you protesting that, you want to burn Wendy's down. And then you're going to tell me your life matters. What about the lives of your people that are in jail? What about them? When they didn't do nothing wrong, what about them? How many of you Moors are in contact with people in the jail trying to help to get them out? How many of you Moors are in contact with people in ICE trying to get them out? I'll fucking wait. And I'm not finna drop nobody's name, because every time you try to help someone with more science, these Europeans matter of fact, there was a Moor I was helping in ICE. They deported him to Jamaica. He ain't even from Jamaica. Why? Because he was using more science, and they had to get him out of there. They had to just get him out of the detention facility because he was about to educate everybody. I'm talking about filing claims in federal court as a Moor. That's what they don't want. They don't give a fuck about you tipping over no goddamn cars. They don't give a fuck about you throwing no bricks out no windows. They don't want you to organize. That's what they don't want. They don't want you to know politics. That's what they don't want. They don't want you to know the basics of fucking nationality. That's what they don't want. They don't give a fuck about no race war. They know you ain't ready. They know you don't got no arms. They know you can't hold the city for more than a week because you ain't prepared. All the dummies talking about, oh, they want to start a race war. They don't give a fuck about no fucking race war, stupid. This ain't about race. This is about nationality. What they don't want is for you to nationalize, to take all your shit back, to get your people out of jail, to form an actual military to defend yourselves against them. You don't gotta believe me. Look that shit up. Look up Rex 84 plan. Look it up. Look up counterintelligence program. Look it up. Look up Black Messiah Act. Look it up. Come on, stop being fucking stupid. We're being dumb. And then we're saying our lives matter. Meanwhile, we're being fucking stupid. So that's like, all right, I'm gonna say, yo, my life matters. And then I'm gonna walk on the highway blindfolded. No, dummy. Your life don't matter, dummy, because you're being dumb. Prepare. That's what we do. We prepare. We don't wait till someone dies, then we act out on emotion. What do? We fucking prepare for that shit. Years in advance, months in advance. Getting our people trained, militant, disciplined. That's what they don't want, dummy. Don't believe me? Look up FBI, Black Messiah Act. Yeah, we ain't black, but the principle's the fucking same. They don't want a Moor to wake up to be like, yo, we ain't fucking black. That's why they say black nationalism, dummy. Then they say, yo, we don't want a Moor to unify and electrify the different so-called black nationalist groups to form a true fucking revolution. Look that shit up. That's a true revolution, not throwing bricks at a cop car, stupid. Having a military to do what? To protect your fucking community, stupid. And if you got a problem with me calling you stupid, good. Prove me wrong, dummy. And look how emotional you get because I'm saying you're dumb. That's proof that you're dumb. Call me dumb, watch how I don't give a fuck. Good, call me stupid. Put in the comments that I'm stupid, go ahead. Watch how I'm gonna ignore that shit. Still get back to the principle that we need to fucking nationalize. And when I say nationalize, that includes militarizing. Why? Because every single nation has a national defense. It's called a military. And if you don't like the word military, fine. We need a national defense force. And if you don't like that, fine. We need a Morse crime prevention unit. And if you don't like that, fine. Fine. We need muftis. Happy? So again, your life don't matter unless you fucking prove it. You think every time a bear goes to a beehive, those bees are like, yo, bear, get out. Bees' lives matter. Bees' lives matter. Or are they stinging that motherfucker to death? Why? Because they'd rather die than let a fucking bear run up in their shit and take their honey. That's why. You think when the termites try to attack ant colonies, the ants are like, yo, ants' lives matter. Ants' lives matter. Or was the queen already prepared for that shit and making warrior ants with those big ass chompers to fuck those fucking termites up? Which one do you think they're doing?
In 2 miles, take exit 45.
Oh, so you think in the jungle, since you think you black and African American, so you think in the jungle, when these lions are out there patrolling and the king is protecting his fucking pride, when another lion tries to come in and murder his sons and then take over his pride, you're just like, nah, lions' lives matter. Or is he fucking fighting to the death? Which one? Which one? Since y'all so fucking ma'at and woke and you know everything about Kemet and Egypt and spiritualism and all that shit, if you know everything about spirituality, then you know the war, the principles of war relating to spirituality are the same as military virtue. You know that then. Because you ain't about to tell me, oh yeah, we were Egyptians, but we didn't have a fucking army. Get the fuck out of here. You ain't about to tell me we're the ancient gods and goddesses of the planet, but we're citizens of some other person's shit. So you're gonna tell me you're the original black man, kings and queens of the planet, but you're citizens of someone else's government, and that makes sense to you as a king or as a so-called queen? As an empress or emperor or potentate, that makes sense to you. As a god, you're citizens of someone else's shit. That makes sense to you.
Use the left 3 lanes to take exit 45 onto Yankee Division Highway toward
Your life don't matter until you prove it. Ask the bees. Ask the ants. Since you connected with nature, right? Ma'at, right? Since you connected. Observe all things which I commanded of you, and lo, the truth is with you always. Every single species on this planet will defend itself except for niggers.
Continue.
Why? Because niggers got a slave master. That's why they think they're U.S. citizens. Because the U.S., the Europeans, tell them how to think, tell them what to do. That's what you ain't free. Europeans say protest and you protest. Your own people say, yo, form a militia to defend yourselves. You're like, nah, fuck that. Prophet didn't teach that. Nah, because you're gonna make us a target. Bitch, we've been targets. What the fuck are you talking about? So you're telling me FBI was created in 1908, something like that, or 1913, around that time. And you're gonna tell me talking about guns is gonna make us a target? Meanwhile, FBI admits, go to FBI, vault.gov. Look up these different senators and representatives talked about FBI. Look up Senate.gov, Church Committee, 1975. They admit they've been targeting us since the inception of the FBI. You're gonna tell me I'm making us a target? Stupid. Come on. So you're gonna tell me they want a race war. That's what you're gonna tell me. They're trying to invoke a race war, right? Because you ain't a coward by saying that. Stupid. You think niggas can't see through you, dummy. Right? You're gonna tell me, oh, they want a race war. Meanwhile, their whole FBI agenda is to stop you from nationalizing. Remember that meme? The fuck? The fuck are you talking about? Why? Because some nigger leader, part of some Masonic organization, ran by Europeans, told you to think like that. And you're gonna tell me your life matters. What? So you're gonna tell me, right? I literally made a post. We ain't black. Posted the legal, not only the legal definition, but the etymological definition of the word black. And you know what a black person said? Well, who wrote the book? Then I said, an etymologist. Then he said, well, you can't let them define us. And I said, oh, that's funny that you say that, because you went to their school. They taught you were black. They taught you were colored. They taught you were African American. They taught you that you were a descendant of a slave, and you're gonna tell me I shouldn't let them define my words? When the word grammar is derived from greb, which is derived from glyph, as in Egyptian hieroglyphs. So when you're speaking grammatically correct or using words in their proper context, you're speaking in harmony with Kemetic philosophy. Then you're gonna say, oh nah, the white man wrote the book. Then in the very law book that you're saying the white man wrote,
Take a slight right turn onto Andover Street.
it says white don't mean Caucasian race, Aryan race, or Indo-European races. But then you're gonna try to act like your life matters. You can't even read. So you can't read. You're identifying as Toby because you can't be Kunta Kinte. You can't have a free national name. You can't have your own free national name, Moorish American. You gotta identify as Toby, which is black.
Stay in the middle lane.
And you're gonna say your life matters. And then you're gonna act like they didn't already decide in Dred Scott that property can't sue their masters.
Turn left onto
That property have no rights. But then when Moors tell you, hey, if you don't have a nationality, you have no rights, you're gonna say, oh, nah, the white man's teaching you that. Stupid, we are the white man, dummy. Look it up. So again, your life don't matter if you can't defend yourself. It's called what? Self-preservation. And guess what it says in the Bible? There's a time for war and a time for peace. Guess what it says in the Quran? Verily, I say unto you, Allah will never help a people until they help themselves. Guess what else it says in the Quran? Fight those who oppress you. They don't say march and pray for those who oppress you. It says fight those who oppress you. Then guess what? Guess what also says in the Quran? That in the Bible, yeah, it does say turn the other cheek, but that don't mean that Jesus said that. Guess what else it says in the Quran, right? The Quran of Muhammad. Read chapter 7, chapter 8, chapter 9, and the chapter called Muhammad. It says, invoke your own justice. Guess what Noble Drew Ali said? We are for love, truth, peace, and freedom. And once these principles are violated, justice must then take its course. So now tell me, right? Show me where in any nation's law or any planet anywhere or any universe or any multiverse, you all real woke. Show me where in the triple stage darkness of the 666 comedic universe where it says when your people die, burn the Wendy's down, and that's justice. Show me. Matter of fact, show me where any nation, any insect, any animal, any species, any alien on any multi-dimensional universe, since you're so fucking woke, show me where in their laws it says if their people dies, they're gonna throw bricks at cars. Matter of fact, show me, since you think you're black and you think you're a U.S. citizen, show me in the United States law where it says the punishment for murder shall be burning down Wendy's. Because last time I checked, if you murder a citizen of the United States, that's treasonous. And guess what the punishment for treason is in the United States? Death. But you're gonna burn down a Wendy's. And then you're gonna say your life matters. But I bet you went to Wendy's before this and bought that chicken sandwich, though.
Turn right onto Margin Street.
I bet you went to that Wendy's before this murder and you bought a burger, right? But I bet you didn't Google the World Health Organization on how red and processed meat gives you cancer. But you don't care about that. That don't matter to you because your life matters. So your life matters so much that you're going to eat cancer that the so-called white man and the oppressor and devil is giving you. But that don't matter because he's killing you slow, which is genocide. But when he kills you fast, which is also genocide, you want to ask him to change legislation for you.
1.4 miles, turn right onto Federal Street.
Meanwhile, they're giving you cancer. And you're buying it. But your life matters. Not just at Wendy's. Whole Foods, Stop and Shop. Any other store that sells any type of processed meat. But your life matters though. So you're going to give yourself cancer. And then yell at everyone and say that your life matters. Because you don't like how you're being killed. You like to die slowly. But what do they call that? Cognitive, right? Dissonance. It means your thoughts are just fucking flippy floppy. That's what it means. It means you can't stick to principles. That's what it means. That's what it means. Your thoughts are literally hypocritical. I want to eat my fucking cheeseburger and it's going to give me cancer, but you can't kill me fast.
You know what my favorite is?
What?
I it like, you know, we're not black or whatever and we're Moors, but all of these bitch asses who want to be like, well, all lives matter, but you fucking kill animals.
That's fucking great. You're absolutely right. All lives matter, but you murder chickens and you murder cows. Matter of fact, you might not murder them, but you participate in the murder. You receive the proceeds from the murder. But your life matters, though. So they've been throwing your people. Yo, not only did the Malcolm X documentary come out, where there's proof that two men spent years in jail, one died in jail, and they didn't even commit the crime at all. At all. Then what? Another Netflix series of children, like 5 of them, right? When they see us, go to jail for nothing. They did nothing except be children. But you're not going to protest the courts? You think you're going to be able to vote in their system and change legislation for your benefit? Meanwhile, this literally year after year after year after year after year, they prove that our lives don't matter. And then we support it by our inactivity. Oh, my bad, because you think throwing bricks at a cop car, no police were hurt, no police were harmed during this production, and you think burning the Wendy's down is action. Oh, I'm sorry. You also think posting a dark screen on Instagram is you fucking. Oh yeah, you're doing a real good job. We're going to court right now. Let's see how many of you are in that room talking about our lives matter. Stop throwing us in jail for nothing. For years. Not just this fucking past week. Since before I was born. Literally, I got uncles that did time in jail for having a fucking plant in their pocket. A plant, an herb from the goddamn earth. That in your holy book, in your so-called Bible that you love so much, it says the herbs are for the healings of the nations, right? It says God made every herb-bearing fruit for medicine. Throwing my uncles, cousins in jail for years. You ain't protesting courts though, stupid. Dummy. You burned down the Wendy's, but not one of them buildings? Dummy. Dumb. Yes, I want you to get mad. Get mad. Get mad at me, because it's easier to get mad at someone that looks like you than your fucking oppressor, dummy. And if you really feel some type of way emotionally about what I'm saying and how I'm saying it, you are literally part of the fucking problem, bro. Look yourself in the mirror, put in your fucking big boy pants, and go look your oppressor in the face and say, I'm a fucking Moor. Do something, bitch. And watch them not do nothing. Watch. And don't think when I say you're oppressor, I'm talking about Europeans. I'm talking about anybody talking about we're black. And I don't care what they look like. Anybody denationalizing you is your oppressor. Anybody. And you see this blonde hair coming out of my forehead? That's because my Kundalini energy is fucking rising right now, son. You talking about you're Egyptian and Kemetic. How come you don't got a serpent growing out of your forehead? Why? Because I'm one with the fucking ancestor. Yo. Dumb. Oh, look, someone's saying, why the fuck you don't burn down a courthouse? Because I ain't stupid. I'm not dumb, dummy. Why don't you nationalize, dummy? Why don't you file paperwork for your people, dummy? Why don't you help your people get out of court, dummy? Stupid. How many cases you got dismissed, dummy? Use your words, dummy. Before you take action, dummy. Let's go being civilized, dummy. You know how to be civilized, or you too dumb? And then what? Watch how these agents take footage of this and just make it seem like I'm angry. Why? Because there's literally a counterintelligence program. I'm literally putting things in perspective for you, giving you information, and watch how these agents flip the script. Watch. And then you're gonna tell me your life matters in their system? Good luck. All right, peace. I gotta go to court and actually do something with myself. Peace.